This is a categorical disaster over the past 24 hours. Walmart is falling even further today. Take a look on your screen. Following the company's historic loss yesterday, the stock experienced its biggest loss in 27 years. And now some investors are saying there actually may be grounds for legal action as to what triggered that. Fox Business senior correspondent Charlie Gasparino here with the exclusive story. And let's just for a moment explain to people who might not have been around yesterday. Walmart dumped some very bad news on the markets without letting the markets know in advance.
Yes, at 10:30 a.m., approximately 10:30, they tell the markets they're going to have a really bad 2017. Give a couple other details. The markets tanked. Now let's go through what happened before that. And this is where this thing gets interesting as a potential investor lawsuit, class action lawsuit. On Tuesday, Walmart meets with the New York Stock Exchange, and they're talking about their investor conference that happened at the New York Stock Exchange Wednesday, and they alert them what they're going to say. Both Walmart and the New York Stock Exchange decide not to halt the stock. Why would you halt the stock? Well, simple reason. You want to give all investors the opportunity to sell or not sell when all the information is coming out, not just the people at the conference. But for some reason, Walmart, New York Stock Exchange don't want to halt the stock. They don't say anything about it. They don't tell them to pre-announce, nothing. The CEO of Walmart goes on CNBC that morning. Again, crickets, largely crickets. He doesn't say much. People actually start buying the stock after the CNBC interview.
Because why, Charlie?
Well,
because they thought he was giving good news on the business network, right?
Right. And, you know, they thought whatever he was going to announce would mirror what he told CNBC. And, you know, they didn't realize that the CNBC reporters didn't push him enough on what he might announce. But that doesn't matter. People bought the stock. And then, bingo, you have this issue where he comes out with blockbuster news about 2017 being a lousy year for Walmart, for all the reasons that's in the press today, and the stock craters more than 10%. I believe it's down. Today's an update in the market. Last I looked at Walmart, at one point it's down again. I mean,
it's down more than 1%. And one thing, Charlie, this on a day, as you mentioned, the broader market is rocketing higher.
Right. We've asked the Walmart CEO and New York Stock Exchange why they didn't halt the stock. We're not getting good answers on that from them. But I will say this. I've been speaking to investors and some analysts all day today. They say it's highly likely that they're going to get sued on some sort of class action, not being forthcoming with investors. Because here's the rub. If they halted the stock, right? Say you halted at the open, right? You know news is pending that's going to come out that could move the stock. And you know when you announce that news, everybody gets it at once, right? What really happened the other day is they made the announcement inside this investor conference, and people might have been covering it. There might have been some reporters covering it. But the people in the conference, the investors, got first dib on that news. So you, as the average investor, get screwed, not the professional trader. And I'll tell you, if you look at the post-Enron laws, Sarbanes-Oxley, Regulation FD, there's all sorts of stuff about the disclosure of information widely and timely to all investors. This seems like it's a recipe.
And $22 billion just clipped right off the market cap. Can I shift right now, though, to Bill Ackman, our favorite billionaire to watch and discuss, because he's always giving us some very interesting perspectives and news. What is it today?
And it's not a market perspective today. Today, once again, Bill Ackman was at a conference in New York City, the MFA conference, Managed Funds Association conference at the Pierre Hotel this morning, where he point blank said he believes Mike Bloomberg, the former mayor of New York City, head of Bloomberg LLP, will run for president in 2017. Okay, now this is his prediction. He says he's going to run. He thinks that Bloomberg will run as an independent. He believes that he's going to make this announcement sometime in the first quarter of 2017. So sometime next year, he's going to.
You're talking 2016.
Oh yeah, 16. Right.
There ain't no presidential election except for me.
Where is my head these days?
Well, it's okay. I've got your back, babe. I got your back.
Yes, he's going to announce it sometime next year, or in the first quarter. Okay. So, and by the way, the banner's right, so I don't have to go nuts when I leave the set today. But that's all that matters. But it's fascinating. Listen. He didn't say how he knows this, and we should make two points here. Bloomberg has no comment. We asked Ackman, spokesman, for a comment. No comment. I did speak to a confidant of Bloomberg who speaks to Mr. Bloomberg regularly. And he says he hasn't heard anything. So this may be just Ackman
wishful thinking,
wanting to draft Bloomberg. There you go.
Well, I want to draft you. How about that?
Well, I want to
Charlie,
draft you.
Thank you.
Good luck with your interview today.
Thank you very much. 4 p.m. Eastern, Jack Lew.